Okay, my Insecure fans. So listen, I know I am very late for my Insecure video. I'm very sorry about that. I had every intentions on putting it out yesterday, but uh, a piece of trade came over here to make me feel like a natural woman. And then after that, I went live with my friends. Shout out to L Teddy 27 official. Shout out to Ebby Reviews. Shout out to Yes Bitch TV. If y'all don't follow them, definitely look for them in my featured section, my featured channel. All of their names will be listed down into that. Definitely follow them. Tell them I sent you there. Treat you right. Then Scotty hit me up. Me and Scotty will be doing a small little yang around the house with House of Aaron. If anybody doesn't know who House of Aaron is, he is another YouTube vlogger who does, Real Housewives of Atlanta and stuff like that. I mean, I'm assuming that's what we're going to be talking about. So definitely look out for that sometime this week. Trying to make sure I ain't got no more church announcements. Oh, my camp getaways. I didn't forget about you, darlings. Actually, once I'm in the middle of editing and exporting this, I'm going to go on ahead and watch it on demand and have my notes taken. And then when I get finished with Insecure, putting her to bed, I'm going to go on ahead and get that out to y'all. So now that there's no more church announcements, Insecure. This is season 4, episode 7, Lowkey Trippin. Like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe. Be sure to hit the bell, become the notification gang. And if you really rock with my channel the way y'all say y'all do, please make sure to watch those ads. My PayPal and Cash App will be listed down into the description box. You can also donate to the channel by joining. I have 2 tiers. Both tiers are recurring payments on your charge cards every month, and you can cancel at any time. You can also donate to the channel by going over to teesprings.com/teatalkboutique for all of your tea talk needs. Anybody that has bought anything from me from Teesprings, you should be getting your orders within the next couple days or a week or so. Now that half of America is starting to reopen back up, it should not take you long at all to receive your packages from me. And also continue to stand with me by supporting all of our black businesses by going down in my description box and clicking the first link that you see, which is BKWorldTube, which is better known as the Black Netflix. You could go there, sign up. It's completely free, and you could watch all of your favorite black shows, sitcoms, reality shows, documentaries, and all that good stuff. Sign up. Tell them I sent you. They're going to treat you right, daughter. So I'm sorry, y'all. I literally just woke up, brushed my teeth, washed my face, so I'm still a little but I couldn't just lay because I knew I had to do this. As we lay, anyhow, Molly sees Issa coming into the restaurant and then leaving. She comes home to tell Andrew what happened, and Andrew suggested that she calls her, but she says no because it's Issa's fault. I'm still confused, bewildered, and my new word, befuddled, as to how any of this is Issa's fault. I said it before in the other video, and I will say it again. You didn't want to have no parts in dealing with this and helping her with her block party. So she left you out of it. Your man and the guy that she's cool with are mutual friends. Nathan asked how can he help her. And that was his outlet in helping her. So she left you completely out of it. So I'm just confused and bewildered and befuddled. What exactly did Issa do to cause you to jump off the deep end like the way that you did, cuss her out, get all up in her face with that antagonistic behavior that y'all love to talk about, and all of that? I'm just confused about Molly's position in all of this. I honestly don't get it. And it's just like Issa says, if this relationship, just like the rest, don't work out, it will have nothing to... And that's what most people do. Instead of looking in the mirror and trying to figure out what it is that what their parts is as to why relationships don't work out. They find an outlet, and the outlet is normally somebody that is really close to them as to why they can't find any happiness. You know, I saw an episode of Will and Grace recently on Hulu where Grace did the same thing to Will. Grace blamed Will for why she couldn't find a man, and Will had nothing to do with that. She was just as a willing participant in the demise of her relationship as everybody else was. You know, so people tend to do that a lot. So, girl, get over yourself. Anyway, Andrew and Molly go to Mexico with his brother Victor and his wife Lydia. I absolutely do not like the brother. I kind of do like Lydia, even though she comes on a little too strong with, you know, the flirtatious nature to Molly, but that damn brother, I won't hear for. Kim Fields finally gets a role, honey. Y'all know we ain't seen Kim Fields on TV since she was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That was about what? Season 6, season 7, somewhere around there. So thank you to whoever it is, Issa Rae. Thank you for giving Kim Fields a role, Lord Jesus. She plays the role of Mabel, and she was basically talking about how she was celebrating her freedom because I guess she was separated from her husband or whatever the case may be, but she was just a little weird. But I'm glad that we got to see Kim Fields in a role anyhow. Andrew brings a lot of sex toys while Molly bought some tight-ass lingerie down to that damn villa. And then they wind up having sex on the balcony. And let me tell you something. Andrew bought vibrators. He bought balls. He bought girl whips, chains, and handcuffs. That's the way he likes to fuck. I know that's right, Andrew, but then this is why I say this is a forced relationship, and I honestly believe that Molly is forcing herself to be with him to prove something to Issa, not only Issa, but to herself and everybody else. But just y'all having sex was weird. Like his stroke game. Like y'all know in real life, that would never happen. Like, that stroke game was so weak, it was so tired. It was so like I'm in 5th grade and this is my first time getting some ill nana. Like it was that kind of a stroke game. And I was like kind of uncomfortable to watch. Anyway. Hold on, I'm trying to get my notes together here, honey. Anywho. The couple goes on a hike and then they run into Mabel old senile ass again. But shout out to Kim Fields nonetheless. So Nathan calls Andrew on FaceTime. And they hear Issa in the background. And Molly throws shade. Molly, why do you care? First, you feel some kind of way because you feel like she's taking a step back by messing around with or Fulalan, or even just being friends. They weren't even messing around. She was just being, as if being friends with your ex is such this awful thing that you shouldn't do. You had something to say about that. Then you turned around and had throwing shade about her being cool with Nate again. But my whole thing is, if you're so much better than she is, and if your situation is so much better than hers is, shouldn't, and you're mad at her right now, should it even bother you at this point? I'm just saying. Girl, quiet as it's kept. Never mind. I'm going to leave that to myself. So this was like supposedly the climactic scene that I'm just getting so tired of dealing with. Hearing about it, seeing it, dwelling on it, talking about it. It's just late. It's overdone. It's tired. Stick a fork, a knife, a spoon, a toothpick, a skewer, a fire poker, whatever you got. Take it out the oven at this point because it is just overdone. Molly asks for towels and the desk lady tells her that she needed to have a hotel key card for one, even though a white couple was in front of her and they didn't need one. And then Victor's brother asks her, was it really racism? Since I have to talk about it, I'm just going to go on ahead and give it to you straight. This is where I stopped liking Victor. Yeah, bro. Yeah. because you didn't show no key card. All you did was walk up to the desk and give their room number, and you got a towel. So yes, that was a clear, concise form of racism. Yes. Yes. You answered your own question. Was it really racism? Yes. And don't get me wrong. Do you go through racism being Asian, Chinese, whatever you are? Yes. But you don't get it to the point where we get it. That's one thing about it. You can't compare the two. And for you to sit there and say, well, was it really racism? Yes. Did she really get a towel? No. She only got a towel because you went up there and gave them a room number. So, yes, it was racism. I talked about it. I don't want to talk about that again because I'm over that premise already. I'm over that. We deal with that all throughout our lives in real life. And then to have to, you just have to squeeze that in there. I mean, and listen, I get it because they're an interracial couple that were being forced to deal with. Maybe that's why that premise was thrown in there, but Issa and all of y'all, I don't want to see that premise done no more. You done it once. It's OV at this point. Molly calls her therapist, Dr. Rhonda, for an appointment, and I agree, you do need to go. Molly sees Mabel at the airport with her husband that she was just so excited to get away from, and this, that, and this. But the minute she got off that plane, she was slobbing them down to the place all in front of the people. Have some respect for the single people that ain't got nobody to slob down. And then she sees Lawrence as well, and her and Lawrence, they have a little awkward exchange with each other. Lawrence meets Andrew, and that was basically the end of that. I mean, that was the end of the episode. The episode was decent. And to keep from saying what I really want to say, I'm just going to say it was decent. Shout out to everybody that's involved. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about Sunday night's episode. I think I said last night's. I meant Sunday night's episode. Drop down in the comments. Let me know if y'all are just overly tired of this racism premise that we just have to deal with every time we watch TV, as I am. And I'm going to holler at y'all later. I'm going to upload this. If they can't get away, I'm going to knock y'all out later on. And then y'all know what we have to do tonight if loving you was wrong. So until then, I'm going to see y'all there. Bye.
I just woke up and I rolled up. I just woke up and I rolled up. And I got my plane ticket. That push that be my starter kit. I just woke up and